doesn't take the most powerful nations on Earth to create the next global conflict.
So that trailer just, does it not give you absolute flipping goosebumps? I know that for me, honestly, that is one of the best Call of Duty trailers out there to be ever made. I don't think there's actually a better one. That, you know, all that. I mean, it's just sick. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the Activision Q1 things. It was the Activision Q1 earnings call, and in this call, they mentioned Call of Duty 2020 and possibly, just maybe, acknowledged Modern Warfare 3 Remastered and Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. And I'm not talking about campaign, I'm talking about multiplayer. So, we've got a lot to discuss in this video. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So yesterday evening, Activision did a Q1 earnings call, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed. I know that we got potentially Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer information, but really in the grand scheme of things, I was there for Call of Duty 2020, and probably so was a lot of people. I was hoping to even we'd just get the official name, which unfortunately we didn't, but there are 60 million flipping players playing Warzone. It's crazy what happens when you actually release something for free. And then people are getting shocked when they say, Activision says that this is the most played Call of Duty title ever. No shit! It was free to play. Anyway, even though we didn't actually get the revealed name and get as much as we wanted out of Call of Duty 2020, Activision did in fact comment on Call of Duty 2020 saying that it looks great and is on track for later this year. Now, if you didn't know, apparently this is according to the Gaming Revolution, all of the studios have been brought in apart from Infinity Ward to in fact help develop this game. So you get an idea of how far it is behind and how much like sort of they're having to push this forward. Normally you'd have like one head development studio for, in this case, let's just take Infinity Ward, and then you'll have like sub developers. So you got like Beanox, you got Raven. It sort of push them over the line because it would be just too much work for any one studio. So they got those sub studios obviously to help them out, but this is not the case for Call of Duty 2020. Obviously with Raven Software and Sledgehammer falling out, Treyarch's been drafted in, now Beanox has been drafted in, so it gives you an idea of how far actually they could have or maybe even are behind. Although the release date is still the same, you know, they could still be behind, but they've had to draft all of these development studios in to get back on track. Now, on to some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered news and Modern Warfare 3 Remastered news. This year, Call of Duty 2020 is due to drop with 2 other titles. Now, Activision actually haven't named those 2 titles, but what has been in everyone's mind for the most part of like the last month or two, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. Activision have even said themselves that they want the trilogy, and they've come out and said now that there's going to be 2 other titles, but they haven't named those titles. They haven't given those titles a release date. And if we're just looking at the facts, the cold hard facts, we've already got Modern Warfare Remastered. There's 2 other remastered titles that we haven't got, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. There's going to be 2 other titles, but they haven't named them. Now, if it would say something like Overwatch, there would be a little bit of hype behind it. Let's be brutally honest. There'll be people that know, there'll be things that have been teased, and they wouldn't collide Overwatch with the Call of Duty reveal. There's 2 titles from Activision. They wouldn't do that. They'd spread them apart so each title gets its said clout. So I think that it's Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2. I do in fact have some information on both of those, but my sources advise me not to say anything as of yet. But I can tell you it's some fucking amazing information. It's probably going to blow all of your minds away. But that's all I've got for right now. I'm going to do a full explanation video on that tomorrow, giving you guys an update on what's happening. But thank you all so much for watching. This is Lukey, and I'm signing out. Peace.